The Consulist takes out the pass and shoots and bounces to plucked out of the air. An early rush from the Dundee Stars. Scott Hotham tries to throw it into the crease here. Now Haddad will collect it. Haddad with a shot, and that goes wide. It's Asselin, backhand play! Ullman! That's wide, and the form that Lane Ulmer's in, you'd have bet your house on him to score that one.
Almost the same place he scored the game winner on Sunday as well.
Asselin. Haddad, he's got a bit of space now. Ulmer with a shot and a splash wide, and that must have been close. Now Andrew Hotham's up against Cale Tanaka. Tanaka's looking for a wraparound, which Bounds is equal to. Well cut out by Joey Martin, and now Denny Carney on the backhand. Can't find a shooting lane though. Tries a pass across the crease, but no red jersey there to collect it.
Defensively, sorry guys, the Stars are doing a great job clogging that area between the two dots as we got an odd man rush finally for the Devils.
Doucette and Scott Hotham! And Hotham is denied. It's a 3-on-2 for the Stars. Scarcella and Farina. The Devils are coming back in numbers, and Bounds has to make the save. It's loose. Bounds didn't know where it was. I think Mark Richardson knew where it was. 5 seconds remain on the power play. Scott Hotham collects that. Backhand play, and it's Doucette there. And it's going to be another penalty. It's going to be a trip.
Got to get this on net though. No stick for Fallon.
Martin down low. Ulmer's fishing around the crease, but Fallon does well to cut out the pass. Down, and Fallon makes the save. It's loose, and the Stars get it away. Andrew Hotham. Another save from Fallon. Is still loose. Richardson was there trying to put it away. 40 seconds remain on the power play. In behind. Fanned on it by Lane Ulmer, and again he's getting himself in those positions.
Draw won by the Cardiff Devils again, who are good in that area. They get it back to Mark Richardson now with space. Shoots! Good save. It's there though! They score! Deflected in. The Devils go 1-0 up.
Well, it's a little bit messy. It's a mixture of everything. But the Cardiff Devils don't care right now. It's Mark Richardson taking the celebration, which leads me to think that it came off a Dundee Stars defenseman skate through Joe Fallon into the net. But Sean Bentivoglio was creating a lot of traffic in front of the goal, and the Devils get a little bit of puck luck, which perhaps will settle them now. Great low shot by Mark Richardson. Bentivoglio creates the traffic, deflection in front, and the Devils have a 1-0 lead.
Andrew Lord there. Here's Vinny Scarcella over the blue line at speed. Sends it out front, and it was Hart who jumped into the play but couldn't get anything on it. Still there for the Stars. Out front it is, but they can't find a way through. Another save that time from Bounds. Sent in again, and now the Devils can clear, but that's how dangerous Dundee is. Joey Martin, Bentivoglio gets it in deep, but there's time for more there on the far side to clear, which he does, and does very well indeed to Cale Tanaka on the break, up against Mark Richardson. Tanaka around the outside, might be a chance. They think they scored, the buzzer's on, it's given. Short-handed goal, Cale Tanaka makes it 1-1.
Great tenacity there from Cale Tanaka. That all came really from the Devils trying to make an unnecessary play at the blue line, trying to be too intricate. And in the end, Bentivoglio had to dump the puck in, and the Devils didn't have numbers on the far side. Andrew Hotham, to his credit, tried to retrieve it, but they're nothing doing. But Tanaka there was a lot of body pressure on him, and Ben Bounds slides away from that post. We so often see Ben Bounds so strong with that pad anchored against the post. Tonight he couldn't prevent Cale Tanaka sliding it in. A messy goal in for the Cardiff Devils to concede a short-handed goal, but credit to the Dundee Stars to be offensively aggressive on the penalty kill like that, and Cale Tanaka, we know, has got such a strong skating stride.
Here's Gleeson Fournier now. Fournier sends it over to Joey Haddad. Haddad now will make me a chance on the doorstep. Good save from Fallon, and the Stars collapse well. 28 seconds left. Fournier through traffic. Another fine save with the right pad as Fallon saw it all the way. Here's Scott Hotham. It's a good power play for the Devils, apart from the fact they gave a goal fired in from Joey Haddad. Good save again up high, 10 seconds left. Fournier will go to Chris Culligan on the back end. Culligan has a bit of room. Through traffic, tipped out front, still there for the Devils. They can't find a way through as Fallon was good, and so was Moore in front of him. Another backhand try, whistled over the top of Fallon. A must-watch for all hockey fans. Out front was Asselin, still there. How strong was Fallon again, as Patrick Bordeaux is out there now, as the Devils do get a fourth line shift. It might go through. David Bryan on the doorstep, and it handcuffed Fallon for a moment, but he did very well again. Sent through, good save, but he's left it there. Chance was there for Bordeaux, but he just couldn't sweep it round with that long reach. Farina gives it away to Patrick Bordeaux, though. Did well there, and Luke Piggott will chase now up against Poulin, and Moore will come in, take a bump from Bordeaux, who's making his presence felt, and he's won a turnover for the Devils again. Fired in quickly, and that's a fine save indeed from Fallon, as Bordeaux was a screen there, but Fallon saw it all the way and flashed the leather. Lord, the player coach, up against Hart, gets it out front. It's there for the Devils, but that's a good takeaway play. That time it was that man Scarcella again, and he's away on the rush. Farina goes to the net. Fired out for a good save from Bounds, who's bumped on the way through. Still there, though, as the net stayed in one piece. And the Devils don't clear the zone. Might be a chance. In on goals! Switzer it was! How didn't he score? Bounds made a save, and there was a good coverage play as well on the back end. And Guillaume Doucette might be away now. What a passage of play this is. Doucette with the brakes on, looking to make a move. Sends it cross ice. What a pass from Doucette, but Carney couldn't put it away. Good strong play from Lane Ulmer. Back to the point where Mark Richardson has it. Over to Andrew Hotham. Andrew looks to make a move, goes back to Mark Richardson. Through traffic, tipped out front, still there on the doorstep. What a save! No, they score! Joey Haddad makes it 2-1 Devils in the second.
Well, it's another scrappy goal, but the Devils won't care. It's a fortuitous bounce back off the backboards, those lively boards in Ice Arena Wales, but Joey Haddad's in the right spot at the right time. He didn't get all of that gas. There seems to be a little bit of stick pressure on him, but it had enough to trickle over the line, and Lane Ulmer there for me did a lot of work down low, recycling play, keeping that puck moving for the Cardiff Devils.
Joey Martin, nice play to Joey Haddad there. Haddad bustles his way into the goal, is unstoppable almost, Haddad, when he decides to make that kind of play. Here's Asselin, back to Haddad now, as the Devils are taking more and more control. Andrew Hotham, nice pass from him. Space for Lane Ulmer, out front, what a fine save from Fallon on the doorstep. Asselin there, we know how good his hands are in close, but Fallon was excellent. Look at the spin move there from Andrew Hotham. Opens up, does it? Oh, Joey Martin just out of the reach of him, and Mark Richardson will collect. 16 seconds left on the period. It's given away by Mark Richardson, and in is Vinny Scarcella. Jumping into the play is Hart. Hart one-timer shoots. What a fine save from Ben Bounds! Bailing his team out there. That was almost two short-handed plays for the Dundee Stars.
Now the Devils go on the rush, and Tanaka comes on the back check.
Got to give a lot of credit to Lidhammer there. The Devils got a few changes in, and those Stars players were out on the ice for a long time. He didn't just get to the blue line and send it in. He continued to chase the puck and waited for reinforcements.
Turnover for Ulmer, who shoots. A Fallon makes the pad save. Andrew Hotham. Benevolio's there, pad save, once, twice. Martin. Play into Bendevolio. Ulmer's sniffing for that puck as well. Now Andrew Hotham, and now it's into Fallon's glove, and there's a siege on his net at the moment. 50 seconds left on the power play. Asselin tries to find it back door, and that's cleared by the Stars. Only a few seconds left. That's a lovely stretch pass by Bounds. Haddad, and it's there! What a slap shot from that man again, Joey Haddad, from a long stretch pass from Ben Bounds, and the Devils have some breathing room. 3-1.
Guys, we talked about it in the pre-game show last week about Ben Bounds, his puck handling abilities. One of the best puck handlers in the league as a netminder, and we've seen him do that so often in Ice Arena Wales. He reads the game there, the line change. It's a beautiful stretch pass to Joey Haddad right on the tape, and Joey Haddad just lets rip, and Joe Fallon, who's been so good all night, gets beaten on his short side. He might be a little unhappy with that, but just the velocity of that shot, Al, really catches him out.
Here come the Stars, though, and that was a lovely idea of a pass, but it didn't quite connect, and in the end it trickles its way to Ben Bounds. But the Stars guys go for broke now, can't they?
It does. We did talk about these four lines up against three and question whether fatigue might come into it with the pace the Stars played with in the first. And
Josh Box, what a goal! You know you've got it. He's got it in his locker. But once again, the stick handling ability of the big defenseman who's there for all to see. And it's a wicked wrister that flies past Fallon. 4-1, Cardiff Devils.
That's the thing of beauty. Josh Batch's main contender for goal of the season was in fact Josh Batch against Banska Bystrica earlier in August in the pre-season games. That is an absolute thing of beauty and just reward for a man who's had a very, very good game, a real bounce-back game. He's been solid lately, but not the Josh Batch we know and love in Cardiff. But right there, he just backed people off with his skating ability, with his side. It was a chip play to himself, a little saucer play to himself. He caught up with the puck. It's a quick shot on Fallon, and Fallon's beaten. And Josh Batch take a bow. That goal is a thing of beauty, and maybe we've got the NHL to pick that one up as well.
Him and De Consolis had a little back and forth as the Stars gained the zone. Here's Tanaka with a shot. Good pass save, and it's a good block from Fournier, I think, in the end, to stop the Stars cutting this lead. Tanaka with a sort of pass, I think, in the end. That was as the Devils look to chip out, and there's going to be another penalty here, and the Devils will go on the power play. Fournier. Shot comes in, and Holland makes the save. Right across, and Bendevolio it was who just puts it wide, and the Stars chip away, and that's a hit coming in.
Yeah, he's going to be targeted. I think Fournier, he's going to have to answer the bell here.
Bendevolio in, and Holland saves. So it is now a 5-on-3 for the Devils. For 30 seconds. Asselin tries to find Ullman. Again, it's a great pad save from Holland, who's proven to be an excellent relief goalie here. Martin. Back door for Ulmer. Good save again from Holland. And again. Here's a dad. Asselin. Martin shoots. And again, there's a little piece of it. Lord finds Doucette. And it's Poulin who blocks that one. Callaghan once again showing what an incredible asset he is to this Devils team, being able to play in a variety of positions. And Doucette is on his way here. Doucette with a shot, and another good pad save from Holland. Asselin. Ulmer! Good save, Holland. And well, he's pushing for a start tomorrow at this rate, Craig Holland. Andrew Lord. Lays it for Callaghan, and again, Holland is just so strong in his net, and even his helmet has come off. He's such a competitor, and that's a cracking header here.
And as Al said earlier, the guys on Stars TV always do a great job.
They certainly do. Here's Scott Hotham, who's found it himself all the way. Another defenseman going coast to coast. Hit coming in then. And a bit of afters also.
The Hoffman brothers there have taken offence to Mikhail Lidhammer.
As the Red Army chant goes around, Tanaka tries to get a consolation here at the end, but gentlemen, 2 more wins will do it for the Cardiff Devils. That will go down to 1 should the Belfast Giants lose any games between now and the 25th and 26th of March.
It's tantalisingly close to the Cardiff Devils, probably as close as it's been in 20 years, and I know the 3 of us here in this gantry, we hope everyone at home knows we call the games as neutral as we can, but it comes as no shock to anybody that we're all long-standing Cardiff Devils fans, and if our excitement levels are anything like the excitement levels of the other 3,000 people in this building, the Cardiff Devils are about to make some history perhaps in their 30th season, and as you referenced earlier, Gaz, 20 years since the 4th league title they won. It's very much the drive for 5, and it's very much on right now.